All right, so I'm gonna start off today with cleanup because I got piles of debris everywhere and all this is gathering around the front door, so I had to take it out. So I'm gonna work on that, probably crushing the dumpster. I gotta unload all the lumber out of the truck, and big push is just gonna be a big amount of cleanup so I can get everything out of the way. And I gotta remember while I'm at it, I wanna go up there with the leaf blower and blow off all the plywood up there because there's all debris from the roof coming apart up there. So I want to get that down before I get everything swept and cleaned and then have to sweep again. So probably start with crushing in the dumpster, loading up some of this stuff. I missed my window on getting the dumpster picked up today. I meant to call them yesterday, but I totally spaced on it. Called them this morning. They can't do it till Monday. So I'll crush it in, see what we can get out of it. So wrestling with all these boards, mainly the strapping, but also all the 2x4s and stuff like that. Just the nails they used were offensively long back in the day. So there's nails sticking out at every angle, up, down, sideways, everywhere. So you can't really like stack them and bundle them. So you're stuck carrying just a few at a time. It's light, it's just awkward and pokey. But got me to thinking something that somebody was telling me once. But you can see, see there's nails coming out this side? And there's nails coming out that side. There's nails coming out this side, and there's nails coming out that side. So they're like this little danger path you gotta steer around. But what I heard once was back in the day when people were traveling across country and like first settling the country. Rumor has it, don't hold it to me, but from what I heard was they would get to certain distances, they would build a house, see if they could find gold, whatever it was. And if they were moving, before they moved, they would just burn the house to the ground before they left. And they would wait till it was done, and the next day or whatever, they would sift through all the ashes and take all the nails with them. Because nails were hand forged by blacksmiths. So they weren't we weren't just walking into a hardware store and buying a bundle at a time. You were finding a blacksmith, having them made, and everything else. So I thought that was pretty neat because, like the lumber, they just cut down the trees and made their own lumber and all that stuff on site. But as for the nails, that makes sense. But I thought it was pretty wild. They just burnt the whole house down, just disregard all the labor and all the wood and all that stuff just for the nails. You can tell me if that's true or not, but that's what I heard, and it makes sense. Anyway, back to work. Doesn't that feel a little better? That. All in here. I swear, like the cleanup takes just as long as the construction work does. And I don't always record the cleanup, but sometimes I do, just to kind of give an idea of like how much time's invested. Like that's like half a day of just cleanup, just to get things organized, get back to a baseline so you can function, because you can walk around only so much stuff before it starts becoming inefficient, dangerous, and getting you in not a good mood to be doing the work. So a little cleanup, positive investment, and I'm gonna stop and have a sandwich or something and then come back out and decide what I'm doing. Check back in a few. All right, so it's 32 collar ties cut, and it's all perfect. My first template was spot on, absolutely perfect. So I'm happy with that. So I just matched them all up, cut all those, and I needed to grab one of the 2x12s that I had over there that were leftovers from the lumber that Greg got from Cape Cod lumber the other day. So it's pretty funny because so that's one of the boards that came from Cape Cod lumber, and out of the 50 that he brought, somewhere around 50, there was like six of them that were like substantially warped. But that's okay, it is what it is. Is that our best? Is that them saying that's our best lumber? And it must be, because it's the premium. Oh, wait a minute, that's not premium, that's premium. They couldn't even spring for the extra M. It's pretty funny. Alright, so making up pretty good. Got all those ones in. Got all the ones down the other side in. Things looking all pretty level. They all kind of disappear about the same. Same over this side. Not too bad. So now I got to deal with this area here. And the problem with this area is, let's see if I can do this one-handed. This is roughly where this one's going to land, right here. And if you look, this upper roof rafter is just sitting on this other ridge beam. Because this right here, up close to that's the ridge beam for this front jet out of the house. So, I think what I'm going to do here, if I just had a third hand, I could show you better. Or better set up with the camera up here. But yeah, so that 2x6 is going to land about here. It would be nice if I could tie this to this and over to this, because this has nothing holding it, which it's the way it's always been. But I'd like to throw a little something there. So I think I can cut this back. Here, let me spin this around so I can. Yeah, so I'm going to cut this back right there, clearance, so I can get a 2x12 to come all the way in, and then I can nail this side, and then nail it over to this side, and that'll like lock that all in. I'm sure it's overkill because the house is built in '55 and it still hasn't fallen yet in as bad a shape as the house was. Sorry about the air compressor going. It is what it is. But it would just make me feel better if I tied that in a little better. So I'm going to work on the rest of these and see if I have any 2x12s laying around. Not sure if I do. I don't think I do. I might have a healthy old one, but we'll see. All right, it's about 8 o'clock at night, and my back and knees are saying this is enough crawling around for tonight. These are all in place with just a couple of nails each. I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough nails to fully nail every one of them, so I didn't want to have to stop on the install process. So they all have a couple nails on each side just to get them all in place. And if you look, nice and level. Nice and level across the other way. So yeah, tomorrow I'll probably hit Home Depot in the morning, grab another package of nails, and then just come up here and just just start hammering all the nails in these. But that's pretty satisfying. That's going to add a massive amount of structure to this roof that should have had a long time ago. But it's nice. Look at that. And, oh, and that other piece over here, I didn't have a 2x12. So what I did me do the crawl. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, so what I did was I had 2x6 like I originally had, and then I brought up another one here, another 2x6 on top of it, so it's the size of a 2x12, notched it in, so that's nailed into that upper roof rafter, and that one's nailed into the ridge beam, and then there's some overlapping nailing going from this one to the ridge beam, and then this block here tying the two together, and then this block here tying the two together. And yeah, I don't think that's going anywhere. I think that's a million times stronger than it was. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, and that's all the way down to the other side. I got to decide if I'm doing them down here also. Probably should, but these ones have like all these, I'll call them cripples. I have no idea what you'd call them. And this is a shorter span of a roof. This is only 20 feet, as opposed to this one here is like almost 30 feet going from front to rear. So yeah, so anyway, that's it for the night. I'm hungry, I'm cold, and my knees and my back are screaming at me. Hope you guys are off to a good weekend, and see what I get done tomorrow. Either way, we'll get some work done.